What is good? Welcome to my podcast, Wassup with Will. Obviously, I'm Will. Thank y'all for tuning in today, watching, listening, however you're getting this podcast. Before y'all do anything, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, do all that stuff. I need the engagement. Come on, let me get the engagement. I really appreciate it. Like I said, y'all listening and watching, all that stuff. It won't be no time of yours to show some love to me. Come on now. But anyway, I got some good stuff for y'all today. I got some real good stuff. If this is your first time listening, basically what this podcast is about is, things going on in my world, my interests, my thoughts, all that stuff. And I want to share it with y'all. So here we are. But like I said, I got a lot for y'all today. I got an update on DaBaby. Oh yeah, just that quick. Just that quick. Things change. Wow, turn. Try to make that a word, but it's all right. Things change. My artist of the week, y'all gonna like my artist of the week this week. I think y'all will. I'm gonna make the hardest choice I've ever made in my life. One of the hardest choices. And the choice of the week I got. Let's see, the entrepreneur spotlight. Oh yeah, she's gonna be. Just stay tuned. She's definitely multi-talented, so stay tuned for that. I had to get into Bishop Sycamore. Come on now. That's one of the. We got a whole bunch of wild stories this week, from Bishop Sycamore to an update on Meg and Tory lanes. This police chase that I'm about to tell y'all later in the episode. Guarantee it's in your top 5 wildest police chases you ever heard of. I guarantee that. I promise you it is. But first, y'all already know. Donda, Certified Lover Boy drop. Let's get into it. Now, as far as my thoughts on these two albums, you gotta stay tuned to Hot or Not. I'm gonna get into that. Trust me. But what a crazy week centered around Ye and Drake. I mean, okay, just stay with me here. It's a lot to unpack. Trust me. We're gonna be here for a little bit. So, obviously, Donda drops and Kanye wants to release an album. Okay, cool. So, Soulja Boy says he will leak his verse that he decided to record on the track of Donda after a listening party revealed he was left off the album. So basically, I'm trying not to get ahead of it. You know what? I'm just going to tell y'all the whole story. I'm going to just tell y'all the whole story as it goes. So, after Soulja Boy noticed that off of one of the listening parties, his verse wasn't on the song, Cowboy noticed he was left off another song of his. So, basically, Kanye left 2 artists off of 2 tracks of songs on his album. So obviously people are going to be upset at this. And of course, Chris Brown came out of nowhere and called him a whole hoe and threatened to drop a diss track. So there's that. So apparently Chris Brown, Soulja Boy, and Callboy, all 3 of these people were supposed to be on this album. And he's having a listening party and they're not on the tracks that they recorded and put their time in to help out Kanye. So the Chris Brown thing, okay, that's one thing. Calling him a whole hoe, Chris Brown's gonna be Chris Brown. That's a given. But this guy Callboy, he's from Chicago, so obviously he has ties with Kanye since they're from around the same area, and he was hurt by it. So he's gonna do what he has to do. But Soulja Boy's King Petty, so. Back to Soulja Boy, it's a lot more stuff. So we got to get into this rant. So he went on this rant because he feels that his time was wasted, and my opinion is justifiably so. And I understand where he's coming from, because you can't just be out here selling dreams to any and everybody and think they're just gonna take it okay. That's any part in life. Like, not even just Kanye. Like, just look at these and listen to these messages. So, this is literally from Soulja Boy's Twitter account. This nigga Kanye, SMH. Tell homie don't hit my phone no more. Like we can't tell him. We don't have his number. You're posting the screenshots. Anyway, I digress. That's besides the point. So obviously, well, these aren't in order, but I'm just gonna read them, the way he has them. He said he sent him an audio of, something. It says remote or whatever. So that must be, a track or, whatever the case may be. And then Kanye replied, "What shit's crazy? You in Atlanta?" He said, "Thanks, fam. Nah, I'm in LA." Kanye literally asked this man, "Can you come to Atlanta?" Where he's, doing all the stuff for his album, Donda. And Soulja was like, "Depends. When and what for my birthday in 2 days? I'm doing a party here in LA, obviously." And he said, "We're here for another 10 days and happy birthday." Soulja Boy says, "Thank you, big homie. Okay, I will try to make my way down there after my birthday." That's a conversation. That's a good conversation. Okay, Kanye, it is what it is. And then he's like, "Yo, it's Ye. I love you, bro. You're a genius. Want to work with you on this new Gap campaign and my new album." So let's see. Yeah, that was before. Okay, he has them out of order. But the first one that I read was in July. This is in May. So he said that in May. Soulja Boy replied with, "Yay, how are you, fam? Love you too, bro. Thanks, that means a lot coming from you. I'm down. Let's work on fashion and music." Okay. Kanye said, "Let's get it. Can you come to LA? Or I can pull up where you at." These are good conversations. Okay, so judging by just these two conversations alone that he showed, obviously it's a lot of love here. Like, Kanye is presenting Soulja Boy with these opportunities, literally coming to him. Soulja Boy is not reaching out. Kanye is reaching out to him, coming to him with these opportunities. And out of nowhere, it just goes left. So this, okay. The first one says, "Go have another rant, pussy ass nigga. You need help, Kanye West. You ain't have to call me in the first place." Like, he really didn't. Like I'm saying, he didn't have to do all that. Kanye literally went out of his way for Soulja Boy, and I understand why he's pissed. And then he goes on to say that nigga Kanye, so pussy, lame ass nigga, thought he could be the president. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere. This why Hov don't fuck with you, weirdo. Okay, at this point, he realized that his time is wasted, and he's pissed off because he's left off the album. That's why he's angry. Like, Soulja Boy is doing all this stuff, and he came out of his way to be like, "Oh, can you do this, this, and this?" And then just like nothing. He didn't even think to call him or tell him anything. He just left him off the album. And he calls him a bitch again. Then he said Rick and Morty the song is better than Donda the album. And then he just keeps on with the cyberbullying. Like, it's just crazy. It goes on for a lot, and he goes on to say, "Call me Kim Kardashian. How you get so lame, Kanye West?" He did the same shit on RoboCop when Amber Rose was in the studio years ago. I hate working with this dude. He needs help, seriously. Now, okay, I'm in the middle here. I don't have a side here. I've been seeing your point, Soulja Boy, but you can't say I hate working with this dude. He needs help when you was just ready to hop on planes and stuff and get ready to do stuff. That don't sound like you hate working with somebody. That sounds like you about to take the time out of your day to fix your schedule around and make some time for Kanye. That's not hate, but that's just my opinion. I don't know, I guess. But he goes on to say again, if he didn't like the verse, he should have just said that. Don't text me acting like you fuck with it and secretly take it off. What kind of shit is this? I was working on my album too. I don't got time for this shit. And he really was. He was working on his album. Like I said, people have other stuff to do. And then he goes and leaks his verse off of the song Remote Control. Y'all can listen to that for yourselves. I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah. He goes on to reply to fans and stuff, and then saying Donda flopped, and then he keeps on cyberbullying Kanye, and then post a picture of him with Kim Kardashian saying, "I was the first rapper with Kim, not you." Technically, Ray J's a singer, so But let me chill. But anyway, and then he says, I want to fight. Do you know how to fight? Do you know how to fight, Kanye West? I feel like you a hoe. Let's get in the ring. I would pay to see that. I really would pay to see Soulja Boy versus Kanye. Oh man, he said I might diss you for every day for the rest of my life. Now how I'm feeling, you lame as fuck you, and it just goes on and on and on. Like he talking about him wearing a Trump hat and doing and telling him to apologize to Taylor Swift. Like just go on Twitter. If you're listening to this on Anchor, just go on Twitter on Soulja Boy stuff about 3 to 4 days ago from this day, and you'll see all of this stuff. It's a wild sight to see, and we barely scratched the surface in this yet. This whole Donda and Certified Lover Boy stuff. So obviously he releases the album Donda, and apparently the label released the album after the third listening party, and that was against Kanye's wishes. So I guess they said he's playing too much and they want this bread. So he's like, you gonna keep doing these listening parties, we're not making that type of money. Like we need to make money off this album, so we about to drop it. And at this point everybody's mad at everybody. So his ex-wife Kim Kardashian promotes Kanye West's album Donda, obviously, but it was on mute. She posted the screen. I'm sorry, you can't make this up. On Hurricane, Kanye actually said he cheated on Kim, in a verse, in a bar. I'm not going to get into that. Obviously, I don't want copyright, strikes. But he said it in that song, so it's good that I guess you had it on mute. But that song and Lord, I Need You, she posted it on her story on mute, like volume all the way down. You really can't make this up. And on top of all that, Lil Uzi had his group chat leak. And the group chat is just talking trash about, Donda, saying that it's ass, it sucks. The industry is a strange place. All of this, we almost 10 minutes in the first segment. Segments never go this long. We almost 10 minutes in and I didn't even mention the beef with him and Drake yet. They started beefing because Ye leaked Drake's home address on some kid shit, in my opinion. Like, who does that? Like, he leaked Drake's address, and obviously Drake posted the, video of him laughing in the car and stuff. So he was like, okay, let me turn this Certified Lover Boy shit up. And as soon as he did that, but okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So he said, let me turn this shit up. Drake started promoting his album even more on billboards and stuff. Okay, that's cool. You've seen all the billboards and all that. So Kanye decides to do that too. He put Donda on a billboard, but this billboard is in Toronto. So it just got a little more personal. Like, obviously posting Drake's address is personal, but he's doubling down on this. So it's like, okay. Drake said no more games. He said no more games. So listen, he drops the album, and like I said, I'm gonna give into my opinion on both albums on Hot or Not, but as far as the numbers are numbers. There's only one stat right now to look at, and it obviously goes to Drake. Certified record breaker on 9/3/2021, Certified Lover Boy became Spotify's most streamed album in a single day. Broke a record. So, I mean, what else is there to say? I could go a step further. Certified Lover Boy has 21 tracks, right? Drake has the top 21 songs on Apple Music as of right now. Drake is different, man. When the grip that he has on society, when he drops music, oh, it's there. Now, yeah, he has respectable numbers his first week as well, but like Rap said, it will debut at #1 on the charts because it released before CLB, obviously. So let's see how much CLB does in the first week. And judging by the look of it, it's it's gonna be good. So, you know, they're both respectable albums, obviously, and people think that. But as far as the public goes, we know who the real winner's gonna be. That was a lot, y'all. That was a lot. Alright, so it's time for Bishop Sycamore. Now, y'all familiar with the TV show Catfish, right? Well, apparently ESPN ain't. So let me explain. A high school football team. A game was televised on ESPN last week featuring Bishop Sycamore in one of the best schools in the country for high school football. You know, they want some TV exposure for their organization. Okay, that's cool. They lost 58-0. Bishop Sycamore lost 58-0. Their team was reportedly full of players that were above high school age, and it's not even a legitimate high school, apparently. Yeah. Ray Johnson, the head coach, was ultimately fired, of course. But I'm like, fired from what? If everything was fake, everything was staged. What is he fired from? The math ain't mathin'. Help me out. Anybody listening, anybody watching, help me out. What is he fired from? I don't get it. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is launching an investigation into the legitimacy of Bishop Sycamore, and more will be released on that in the near future. So you got the mayor looking up stuff for the legitimacy of the school. They got blown out 58-0 on national television. They wrote fake checks at the hotel they were staying at. $3,596 for 25 rooms. This is stressful. This is one of the biggest scams in sports history, I would really say. I mean, another crazy story that happened to them. Player 1, there was an incident where, do you think I should speak on this? And player 2 says, go ahead. So they were in an interview right now. Player 1 said, okay, there was an incident where there was a homeless dude that tried to break into Roy, the coach, then coach's car. That morning we were supposed to practice, and everyone came out, and well, there's videos of this, but everyone, there's, sorry, I got a notification that kind of threw me off, but anyway, there's videos of this, but I don't want to release that because many players can get in trouble with the law. But they end up jumping the homeless man and beating him up. And then the interviewer said, wait, so Roy authorized that? Both of them said yes. So Roy Johnson out here being a damn hitman and, you know, ordering people to do shit, writing fake checks, getting these 30-year-olds that are working at, you know, these 30-year-olds playing against high school kids getting beat 58-0. And on top of all that, Kevin Hart's making a documentary about it. Just that quick. These people are quick, man. Listen, I'm all for networking. I'm all for, you know, trying to hustle to get a spot in this life, in this world, but come on, man. Best case scenario, if Bishop Sycamore were to win a football game against them, the checks would have went through okay. The story about the homeless man didn't leak. The governor doesn't, you know, launch an investigation to you. What's the end game here? You get the exposure that you wanted, now what? What are you gonna do? Play more games against high schoolers? You gonna do keep, you know, scamming around the country? I mean, I just don't understand the end game. I don't. Kevin Hart, you about to make some money off this. So at Rolling Loud last month, Meg performed. Okay, that's cool. Tory performed. Okay, that's cool too. But during their two separate performances, Tory violated his restraining order against Meg because when Meg was backstage and he was performing, they're too close, and you can't do that. You got to be within a certain range with the restraining order. So the judge had his bail increased $60,000 from $190,000 to $250,000. So if he violates that anymore, he's going to jail, and that's going to be the bail. It's real crazy. I'm not sticking up for Tory, don't get me wrong. I'm on Meg's side, of course. I'm gonna be on a black woman's side. Something like this, she got shot, I'm sticking with you. But I hate the legal process. Like, it takes so long for stuff like this to, you know, reach a verdict or whatever the case may be, because it feels like this happened years ago. I know it was only a few months, but it felt like it happened years ago, you know? And I'm just ready for justice. I'm like, come on now. I mean, if the evidence is there, it's open and shut case. I don't get it. Just the judicial system, period. That's another topic for another day. But it's crazy. Meg getting married to Partisan Fontaine too. Shout out to them. I ain't jealous. I'm not. Alright, maybe I am a little jealous. I like Meg when she was rapping on the damn upstairs parking lot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway. Let me stop being down bad. Anyway. So, top 5 police chase you have ever heard starting right now. And I guarantee it. So, I'm just looking at it. It's crazy. So, man cuts off his penis and throws it at police during a high-speed chase. Yeah, you heard me right. Law enforcement officers in Tennessee were shocked. Oh shit, I would be too. When 39-year-old Tyson Gilbert cut off his own, threw it at police during a high-speed chase on the Highway 70. Gilbert claimed that voices coming in over the car radio ordered him to perform the act. Obviously, drugs were involved here. Just off of those few sentences alone. Obviously, drugs were involved. Don't do drugs, kids, unless you have to. Shout out to Two Beast. That's my guy. Anyway. The police officer says, when I pulled up behind him and turned my lights on, he took off and refused to stop. He was all over the road the whole time. When he turned off of Old Liberty Road and came to a stop, he opened his door. He was naked and covered in blood. He then shut his door and kept driving. I mean, what you want me to do? I'm just reading y'all the stuff, man. This is the stuff that's crazy. The drugs, like I said, don't do drugs, kids, because you'll end up on a podcast, from a guy in Virginia that it's just not a place where you want. It's not a place where you want to be, I promise. DaBaby meets with 9 HIV awareness organizations following homophobic comments. Now, this is the right thing to do in my opinion. However, the apology was the right thing to do in my opinion too, but he deleted it. You can't delete an in-person interaction, so this is a little more permanent. I'm glad he did this. Yeah, so I hope this isn't just for a publicity stunt. I hope he just isn't trying to, save his face for the public, because doing something like this and the intentions aren't pure, no. That's not it. It's not it. You can't do stuff like that. And I'm glad he's meeting with LGBTQ plus communities and HIV and AIDS, organizations and stuff like that to have a dialogue and discussion. That's what he should have done in the first place. If he was just going to delete the apology, he he shouldn't have never written it in the first place, or had it written in the first place. He should have just did this, get it out the way, and be like, okay, I actually learned from this, and then give a sincere apology like that. That's what I would have done if I was him. And I'm just glad he's turning face and, doing the right thing, because obviously losing money that ain't it, and it's it's gonna start piling up as far as bills and stuff, and once the funds get low, you got to do some stuff. So I'm glad he's doing the right thing. Alright, so my artist of the week is ESTG. Now, ESTG is my artist of the week because before, Ye and Drake dropped, he had an album that I'll get into in a little bit that was really heavy on the playlist. And he's a new rapper to me. I know he's been out for a little bit. I started listening to him maybe when the pandemic first started last year. So, wow, time went by really quick. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I started listening to him then. And then he has a good flow. I believe he's next up. And my favorite song by him is Ball Forever. It's the first song I heard by him, and I was just like, damn. I knew for a fact he wasn't gonna make anything better than that, in my opinion. And he still hasn't to this day. He still made good music and good songs, but better than that one? No, I don't think you can top that. My favorite, project by them was the latest, Bigger Than Life or Death. And that album before Drake and Ye was on a lot of playlists on Spotify and Apple Music. I seen it on like the Get Up and on Apple Music, and Get Turn on Spotify, those playlists, and Cold Cut, whatever the case may be. But yeah, the album was getting played. It still is too, though. Give it a listen. 5500 Degrees, a remix on 500 Degrees, or 400 Degrees rather. Yeah. Alright, so my choice of the week, one of the hardest choices I've ever had to make in my life. One's gotta go, in all their history that they've made, all of them gotta go. So this week, I'm choosing between A House Party, Coming to America, Friday, and Bad Boys. Even right now, I do not know what I'm gonna pick. I have no notes, I just have the picture right here. So Bad Boys all these films are legendary. You can't, this is hard. This is really hard. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna have to go with House Party. It kills me to say that because it's such a great movie, but I wasn't old enough to actually watch it and enjoy the movie. Like, for me personally, okay, me being born in '95, me watching a movie like when it's hot and when it first comes out is different than me watching it like maybe a few years after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me personally, and I wasn't alive to actually enjoy House Party when it first came out. So I gotta go with House Party. And I'm not gonna say that they didn't make anything good after that, but Kid and Play, I mean, the people after Friday, obviously Ice Cube, Chris Tucker, and all them, they went to do great things. Bad Boys, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, come on now. They Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. I mean, all these people have done great things after that and stayed relevant even to today. But the people in House Party, Kid and Play, come on, man. But yeah, I'd have to go with House Party. Unfortunately, it's a great movie, but gotta go with House Party. Alright, so my entrepreneur this week, Persian Kalori. Yeah, one of my followers on Instagram hit me up about the podcast. I'm like, alright, yeah, I'll tell you about it. No, why not? But I have, obviously this segment, and I was like, yeah, let me put you up here. No problem. So she is, like I said, multi-talented, multifaceted. She has men's products, hair care, beard care, all that stuff at the_Ghent_Emporium. Yeah, look at all that stuff. She got some good stuff. She give her page a follow. And she is in the 757. She's local to me anyway. So she has her own barbershop. She cuts people's hair and stuff. So, look at her work. She does good work to kids and, adults and stuff. The lineups are crispy. She knows what she's doing for sure. So hit her up, Kahlor, KAHLOR_cuts, KUTZ. And this is barbershop. Now, she's also, other than, someone selling beard stuff for men and all this other stuff that I said earlier, and being a barber, she's actually multi-published model, promoter, brand ambassador, adult filmmaker, all this other stuff. She does a lot of stuff. So hit her up, I am the real _Kalori. Like she's out here. She has no time to be wasted. She's getting to this bag, and I really salute that. No matter what you're doing, you gotta, and she's juggling a relationship on top of that too. That's a lot. That's dope. I like to see people like that. I like to see people actually doing stuff and being out here getting to it. So she does it all. Go ahead and follow her pages. Get your fix with any of her wonderful services. So shout out to you. You're doing great. Alright, so what's my take today? We talking about vacations. Oh yeah, we talking about vacations. This is something that y'all need to really talk with people about that you're going on vacation with. As long as you get these things out the way, you should be set. So, number one, where y'all going, how to get the cheap deals and how we're getting there. Maybe need passports, whatever the case may be. Listen, for the cheap deals, always look up Google Flights on a private browser. Always. Never ever search without a private browser looking for stuff like that, because they'll be like, oh, you're coming back to this? Let me hike the prices up a little bit. No. Always private browser. And how we're getting there, if we're taking a plane, like I said, use the private browser. For everything but Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines, you can literally go to Spirit Airlines in the airport to get penny flights. I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it, watching videos about it. Trust me, you can get these flights real cheap on Spirit for pennies, like literally pennies. Just check in your bag. But yeah. Need passports, whatever the case may be. Just plan all this stuff out at least 3 months in, if you can. At least 3 months. Number two, what we're doing on this trip is not anything that we're doing when we're at home. So McDonald's, we ain't going to McDonald's. Cracker Barrel, we're not going to Cracker Barrel. Well, I ain't going there anyway. I don't even know why I thought about that. The racist restaurant. They got a whole whip in the thing. Anyway, we ain't going to Cracker Barrel. We ain't going to IHOP. We ain't going to Denny's. None of that. If we going to New Orleans or something, why would I get some McDonald's in New Orleans when I can get that here? I want some damn hook me up with whatever, hole in the wall restaurant or a nice restaurant that is not a chain and that they're known for in Louisiana, like, all the good Cajun food, and just hook me up with something like that. That's what we about to eat. We not eating McDonald's. No disrespect to McDonald's, but we on vacation. We trying to live. Number three, this is the most important one, in my opinion. Do not travel broke. Okay? As a friend, we will still love you. We'll just catch you on the next trip. It's okay if you don't got the funds right now. Trust me, it's okay. It is okay. We'll get you on the next trip. We're not just going on one vacation and we're calling it a quits forever. Like, no. We'll get you on the next one. It's okay. Just sit this one out. Hang tight. It's all right. Number four, as soon as we get in the room, we're cleaning the room, making sure the mirrors aren't double-sided, making sure like the black light possibly, making sure everything's clean, making sure all the towels and the bed sheets and all that stuff is good, spraying everything, wiping everything. You know, even before COVID, like these maids, I mean, come on now. These housekeepers let me not disrespect them. I wasn't going to, but listen, I need to see my stuff being clean. So do what you want with that information. And the last one, have fun. We're not going on vacation just to bring our troubles from home to the vacation. Ain't nobody trying to be Dr. Phil on this vacation. We trying to be lit, have fun, turn up, you know, do anything that we want to do without hesitation. We not, you know, worried about past troubles. We not worried about, oh, well, I don't want to do this because I'll look weird. No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. We came on vacation to get away from our troubles, get away from our problems, get away from our life at home. Have fun and reinvent yourself. Do something different. Just be you in your happiest form. Whether you're trying to, you know, like I said, be a different person, or trying to be outside your comfort zone, doing stuff like that. Just have fun. Really, that's it. Just have fun. Don't look at going on a vacation as a chore. If you are, just don't even come. All right, so we got hot or not today. So we got clothes today, we got music that dropped, and we got shoes. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do shoes today. Even though I have a bunch of shoes, I don't want to do shoes today. I'm gonna save those for next time, because I know we're not gonna get any music and probably not any more clothing collabs next time. So I'm not gonna do shoes this time. So Drake and Giannis Antetokounmpo came out with a shirt for CLB. I need a freak. This ain't it. This is not hot. This is not. I'm sorry. Listen. Where's the creativity? Where all it says is I need a freak with a Nike check and certified lover boy. This took like 5 minutes to make. No, stop it. Stop it. Eminem and Millen Sky. They have a collab that dropped on Thursday. And honestly, what you think Eminem would make, this is it right here. It's Slim Shady stuff, you know, it's the middle finger, it's sayings from his songs and all that. It's pretty, I mean, it's dope for him. Let me put it that way. It's dope for him, and I appreciated where he was doing and where he's coming from. Would I wear it? No, I don't think I'd wear it. Would I think it would be hot? No, I don't think so. I'm sorry. And this is gonna be a not for me. For everybody that's outside of Detroit, I don't think they're gonna be rocking with this. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to music. We Love You Tekka 2. This is a not for me. I'm an avid fan of Lil Tekka. Lil Tekka is a hit or miss for me. I like some of his songs, and other ones just like, it is what it is. And I knew he was coming out with this album. I didn't know when it was coming out though, but you know, it was like I said, it's the promotion for me. Promotion is a big part of the battle, and you got to keep me interested with the promotions. If you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, whatever, I'm gonna drop an album, like why would I get excited about that? Like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, oh yeah, I'm dropping this album, everything's gonna be dope. Like, yeah, of course, then I'll be excited. But you know, don't act like you larger than life, Tekka. Don't. It's okay to be, you know, excited about stuff. I gotta teach that to myself too. But you know, it is what it is. CTV 3 Day Trippers Edition by Jaden Smith. Listen, this album is definitely true to the title, okay? Day tripping. Listen, this album has LSD written all over it. So for me, it's a not. I couldn't really get into it. I like Jaden Smith as an artist, but it just didn't hit for me. So, you know, I'm not into all that, you know, LSD and shit. And I guess I couldn't appreciate the album because I don't really, you know, I don't trip and stuff. So it is what it is. Currency Highest in Charge. Now, this is definitely a hot. Currency has been so underrated his whole career. He ain't really out there like that. You know, he makes good projects and stuff, and people that actually listen to him have been rocking with him for a long time, and they understand that he ain't, you know, the flashy person, the showboating type. So, you know, we appreciate that about him. It's cool. See You Next Wednesday by Belly. The features killed this. This is hot. The features killed this album. Everything on this album was a good vibe. Belly, you know, Belly's been underrated too. He ain't like Currency underrated, but he's been, you know, in the game for a real long time, and he hasn't really got his credit that he that he should get, in my opinion. And he makes good music, so yeah, See You Next Wednesday a listen. Last but not least, CLB and Donda. Now, CLB is hot. Donda is hot. Obviously, the numbers are telling that Donda is hot and CLB is hot. My opinion, CLB is better than Donda. Donda had a few hits. Kanye West be in his own lane, and I respect that, but he's not trash for being in his own lane. I don't like that narrative about Kanye, that you not doing everything commercial or, you know, to the book or whatever the case may be to be marketable. And he's doing stuff his own way, which I respect. But as far as hits for hits and just letting the whole album just ride, CLB is it. And that takes the crown today. And my followers on Instagram say that as well. 25% said CLB is 75% said it's fire. Out of, let's see, how many people was it? It was out of 46 people. Wait, what did it say? Did I say 46? Well, it really doesn't matter. I can't really find it. I cut the thing off too early. Like, I cropped it out. It was too early. I couldn't see. But anyway, Donda, out of 213 people, 83% of them said So only 17% said it was fire. These are my followers on Instagram. Get mad at them, not me. But yeah, like I said, just didn't do it for me like I thought it would. Okay, I go into listening to new music having no expectations. I don't care what they did in the past. I don't care who they are as an artist. I just want to know, going at this with a clean slate, will I like this album? Yes or no? It's that simple. And I like the album, but it just wasn't on Certified Lover Boy's level. That's all. And that is it for my podcast today. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, and liking, whatever the case may be. I love y'all. Justice has been served for Elijah McCain. I'm happy about that. Shout out to him. Excuse me. Take care, y'all. See y'all next week. Have a good one.